Good morning, my dear legendary students. This is a warm, pleasant morning. Heartily welcome to the online webinar classes. Uh, So, this is Krishna, HOD of Geology, Sri Vasavi Degree College. Now, I'm going to start by discussing about respiratory system in human being. It means respiratory system in man, how the respiratory system is there. So, we'll discussing about today. Already, what is respiration? What type of respiratory system is present in the human being? Okay, respiration is nothing but simply completely remembering one thing. It is nothing but breathing, and breathing and respiration is completely different. Respiration, which including breathing and respiration also there. That means what? Inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of carbon dioxide. That is breathing. Inspiration and expiration. Inspiration and expiration. For like that means inspiration. That is expiration. Inspiration and expiration, which is including in breathing process. But so that means internal respiration is there, that is responsible for respiration, uh, the exchange of gases between the respiratory organs and cell through the bloodstream. It produces ATP energy. That's why it is a breathing and respiration is the process. Breathing and it is responsible for yielding of energy or production of ATP energy. So that is called respiration. Okay. Now, what is a respiratory system in human being? What is a respiratory system in human being? Nothing but, for example, we are breathing. Okay, we are breathing. Okay, now we are breathing. You know very well. First, respiratory tract which start with the external nostrils. What ma? External nostrils are there. Okay. Now I am going to discussing about what ma? See, today we are going to discussing about that is okay. See, respiratory system, respiratory respiratory system, respiratory system in man, in man, respiratory system in man. So the respiratory system, which is start from what are the respiratory tract is there. Okay, number one, external nostrils, external nostrils. Okay, respiratory tract. The first start what by external nostrils. Then next nasal cavity, nasal cavity, nasal cavity. Okay. Next one, internal nostrils, internal nostrils, internal nostrils. Okay, internal nostrils. Next one, pharynx, pharynx. Okay. Next one, larynx, larynx. Okay, larynx. Next one, larynx. Next one, what ma? That is trachea, trachea. Okay, next one, branches. That means primary bronchus, primary bronchus. Okay, next one, secondary bronchus, secondary bronchus. Third one, tertiary bronchus, tertiary bronchus. Okay, tertiary bronchus. Next, last one. Okay, all alveoli, all alveoli. So that is a last one. So this is a respiratory tract of human being. So what is my respiratory tract of human being? Number one, external nostrils. Okay, number one, external nostrils. Okay, very important thing. See, external nostrils and the nostril cavity and internal nostrils, and pharynx, larynx, okay, and trachea, okay, primary bronchus, secondary bronchus, tertiary, and alveoli also. Alveoli also there. So, right, uh, this is important of respiratory tract. Okay, now the first point, the human being respiratory tract. Uh, human being respiratory tract. Okay, so human being respiratory tract, that is pulmonary respiration. Especially for the lungs are the in Padma human being. That's why so the human being respiration is called pulmonary respiration. Pulmonary respiration track you know very well. Okay, so external nostrils, internal nostril cavity, internal nostrils, pharynx, larynx, trachea, primary bronchus, secondary bronchus, tertiary bronchus, and alveoli also there. One by one, we're discussing about today. Okay, first one, first we're discussing. Okay, we're discussing first. See what ma? We are going to diagram. This is a nostril cavity is there. Okay, nostril cavity. This one nostril cavity is there. This is called what ma? External nostrils. External nostrils are there. External nostrils are there. Okay, external nostrils are there. Okay, external nostrils. Okay. Next one, what happened, ma? See, this is this is nostril cavity is there. Nostril cavity. Nostril cavity. Number one, external nostrils. These external nostrils, what happened? It is a the respiratory tract, number one point, the respiratory tract which is open into outside. The respiratory tract which is open into outside, okay, through the pores are called, that pores are called external nostrils. External nostrils. Remembering one thing, what ma? Once I repeat. So whether so the external whether the respiratory tract which is open into outside, the tract is called the respiratory tract which is open into outside through the pores are called. That is called what ma? External nostrils. Next, what is the importance of external nostrils? Right? These external nostrils which is responsible for to inhale the oxygen, to inhale oxygen from environment into respiratory tract. That is very important. Next, this external nostril which is open into these external nostrils which is open into there is external nostril which is open to nostril cavity. External nostrils which is open into what ma? Nostril cavity. Nostril cavity is there. Okay, this is the external nostrils. Once I repeat, the respiratory, what is external nostril? Respiratory tract which is open into outside through the pores are called that is called external nostrils are there, right? So this external nostrils which is open into nostril cavity. What is the function of external nostrils? These external nostrils which are responsible for to inhale the oxygen from environment into respiratory tract. That is important about external nostrils. Now coming to the point, next nostril cavity is there. Nostril cavity. What is nostril cavity? Okay. So what is nostril cavity? nasal cavity, which is okay, the second part of respiratory tract. Okay. Next one, the respiratory. What happened, ma? So these nasal cavity, are always wet in condition. Always wet in condition. Okay, that is one of the important. Next one, the nasal cavity, which is contains okay a mucous membrane. Nasal cavity which is contain what ma? Number one, mucous membrane. Mucous membrane. Next one, okay, this nasal cavity which contains so like hair particles are there. What ma? Hair particles are present in the nasal cavity. These are all the important two parts are there in the nasal cavity. Next, the nasal cavity already told you, wet in condition. Why always nasal cavity wet in condition? Nothing bad. This mucous membrane to secrete the mucus, mucin. Simply what we can call it mucin. So this mucous membrane, all the nasal cavity which contain nasal cavity, nasal membrane, these nasal membrane to secrete the mucin. That's why always nasal cavity is wet in condition. What is the function of this wet mucin? Because of this, remembering one thing. Okay, so this nasal cavity, which is responsible for wet in condition, because of it is responsible for example, we are breathing in summer season, like in the environmental air, that is 50 degrees Celsius is there. But this nasal cavity, whatever it may be, any temperature of air to convert the body temperature of human being. Okay, now that is very important. For example, we are breathing 50 degrees Celsius air. 50 degrees Celsius air, that means we are breathing 50 degrees Celsius air, that should be converts the our body temperature. Or for example, 50 to convert the 37 degrees Celsius, or 10 degrees Celsius here to be converts the our body temperature. That is very important about mucin, that means mucous membrane function. The second function of mucin, what happened ma? Second function of this mucous membrane nasal cavity, okay, that is what happened ma? To trap the microorganisms, whatever it may be, we are breathing na in the air, so many types of microorganisms are present, right? So these microorganisms are should not allow us into respiratory tract, should not allow us in the respiratory tract by holding, by trapping, by killing with help of mucin. That's why that is a mucin is to responsible for first defense mechanism. Which is responsible for first defense mechanism or primary defense mechanism, which is built by birth only. That's why it is called innate immunity. That's what it's called what ma? Innate immunity. Remembering one thing. This is a important point of that means mucous membrane. And one more point are present already told you na, that is air is present. In the nasal cavity, air is present. These air particles are responsible for what? For example, these air particles where we are breathing, the air which contain dust particles or microorganisms, when the dust particles are enters into a nasal cavity, the airs are sensitized. What happened ma? The hair is sensitized. What happened ma? Immediately holding the microorganisms and dust particles of these air particle. The air particles are sensitized. Immediately we are giving sneezing. The physical reaction will giving. What reaction ma? The hair which is responsible for physical reaction. What reaction ma? Physical reaction. That is the reaction is called sneezing. That reaction is called what ma? Sneezing. Sneezing. Very, very important. Sneezing. Sneezing nothing but like where the dust particles enters, we are going to giving some different activity like hutch. So in that condition, what? That means what happened? If it is any dust particles that enter the nasal cavity, that should not allows in the respiratory tract. It immediately while sneezing, it comes outside. That means that is a uh, air, air particle and mucous membrane which is responsible for what happened ma. So that is a first defense mechanism, a primary defense mechanism by birth which is there. For example, you should take a small baby is there, small kid, a newborn baby also there. After newborn, after born from mother womb, okay. Immediately, when the dust particles enters in that baby, immediately the baby is going to hatch like that. Because who can say, grandma to say, mother to say, and father to be say, like whether beta dust particles enters into our nostril cavity, you are going to like reaction. No, anybody can, anybody should not say to that person, the baby, because it is by birth action. By birth action, that's why it is called innate immunity, a primary defense mechanism. So this topic will coming soon in our final year and sixth semester, right? So this is important about the nostril cavity. Next, nasal cavity, very important thing. This nasal cavity, which is open into this nasal cavity, what happened, ma? Which is open into nasal cavity, which is open into pharynx, which is open into what, ma? Pharynx, which is open into pharynx through the pores are there. That pores are called. That pores are called internal nostrils. What ma? Internal nostrils. Once I repeat, nasal cavity which is open into what happened ma? Pharynx. Okay, that is the pores are there. That is called internal nostrils. That is now the end of nasal cavity. One more important point here. See, nasal cavity. This is buccal cavity, ma. This is nasal cavity. Okay. This nasal cavity and buccal cavity, which is separated by nasal cavity and buccal cavity, which is separated by one septa also there. That is called palatine. That is called what, ma? Palatine. Very, very important. Okay, the nostril cavity and buccal cavity, which is separated by nostril cavity and buccal cavity, which is separated by what happened? Palatine is there. That is very important thing. Okay. Now, next one here, nostril cavity also very important. Nostril cavity also, which is separated by one septa also there. That is called nasal septa. What is ba? Nasal septa. Nasal cavity also which is separated by the septa is there, that is called what ma? Nasal septa. I would like to take attendance. Okay. Now what happened ma? For example, see here, nasal cavity is completed. Nasal cavity which is open into pharynx. Okay, now let us coming to the point, pharynx. What is pharynx? What is pharynx? The pharynx, which is very important, through the buccal cavity, the food which is enters into pharynx. So through the nasal cavity, the air should be enters into pharynx. That's why the pharynx is called passage of what ma? Passage of air plus food. Passage of air and food, that is called pharynx. Or junction of air and food particles is called whatever, the pot is called pharynx. Very, very important. Now here one more important thing. Okay. Here, okay, see, very important thing. Okay, see, very important thing. The pairings which is open into directly, remembering one thing. See, the pairings are open into respiratory tract and digestive tract. Respiratory tract and digestive tract also. But here you must be raised one question. Sir, what is that question, ma? Remembering one thing. What is that question? For example, if it is food is enters into pairings, but that food which is enters into respiratory tract or not? Which is enters into respiratory tract or not? Come on, tell me. Anybody can say? So that is not never the food which is not enters into respiratory tract. How? How? Why the the pharynx food should not enter into respiratory tract? Anybody can say? Anybody can say? Okay. What ma?
Here, food should not be entered, sir,
Why?
because uh,
Very,
epiglottis made
very,
up of cartilages.
very good, very good. Excellent answer. Excellent answer. Arsha, very nice. Excellent answer, ma. Thank you very much. Here, remembering one thing, food which is the parent's food which is not enters into respiratory tract because of here. What happened, ma? Here, one guarding is there. The food should not enter, should not allows into respiratory tract. Here, one guarding is there. That guarding part is called. That guarding part is called what, ma? Epiglottis. That part is called, ma? Epiglottis. This epiglottis, which is made up of the epiglottis, which is made up of okay cartilage. That is called what, ma? Cartilage. Cartilage. So that is very, very important. So these whether are open into buccal cavity. We have open into buccal cavity. Here one tongue-like structure part is there. The tongue-like structure part is called what happened, ma? So that is called epiglottis is there. These epiglottis should not allow the food into respiratory tract. That is none other than epiglottis. Okay, so this is very, very important, which is made up of cartilage. That is one of the thing. Now, pharynx is completed. Now, let us coming to the point lung spots. What are the lung spots are there? The lung spots are a very important thing. See, here, the lung spots are there. Okay, this is called what, ma? This lung spot is called pharynx. Sorry, that is called larynx. So that is called what, ma? This is called okay. 1 minute. So this is called larynx. It is called what, ma? Larynx. Okay, so this larynx, which is made up of, you know very well, the larynx, which is made up of 9 cartilage bone-like structure parts are there. That is a kick, glenoid. That means thyroid. 9 cartilage bones are there. That is bigger one. The bigger one is called bigger one. The bigger one is called that is the bigger one thyroid cartilage. This thyroid cartilage which is made up of the uh, thyroid cartilage which is covered the thyroid cartilage of pancreas, that means larynx, which is covers the what happened, ma? So that is none other than that is called very important So that is thyroid gland. What ma? Thyroid gland. Thyroid gland. Okay na? It's very very important. Once and I repeat. So this bigger one, the bigger one cartilage, the thyroid cartilage to covers the thyroid gland. So the thyroid gland, you know very well. This is thyroid gland. Thyroid gland. So this thyroid gland to covers the thyroid cartilage. What is called? Thyroid cartilage is there. Thyroid cartilage is there. So the thyroid gland look like what happened? The thyroid gland look like this apple shape like structure. Here thyroid gland apple shape like structure. So this thyroid gland, okay, is look like apple shape. That's why it's called thorn apple. It is also called what ma? Thorn apple. Which gland is called which gland is called thorn apple? The name is called thorn apple. That is called thyroid gland. That is called thyroid gland. So this thyroid gland is also known as, it is the biggest endocrine gland. What ma? Biggest endocrine gland. That is very important thing of thyroid gland. Now, so very important. Now I would like to give one more once and I repeat. Larynx is a part of respiratory tract. So the pharynx is open into larynx. The larynx which is covered the 9 cartilage bone-like structures. Bigger one is thyroid cartilage. The thyroid gland to cover the thyroid gland. The thyroid gland look like apple shape. That's why it is called thorn apple. Thyroid gland is the biggest endocrine gland. Right? So larynx is also called sound box. Larynx is also called what ma? Sound box. Very important. Sound box. Okay na? So whether we are controlling this larynx, what happen ma? That should be responsible for like singing, like mimicry, like so any other controlling of this air, controlling of air in this larynx that is called is also called sound boxes is that is larynx. Okay, very important in the larynx, in the sound box, in which condition so the sound should be raised in larynx, in which condition sound should be raised, or inspiration time or expiration time. Come on, tell me, anybody can say inspiration time and expiration time, which is the sound should be raised. Come on, tell me. So for example, we are breathing.
Inspiration.
Very good, excellent answer. That is, for example, this is inspiration. Like, what happened, ma? Whether the expiration, like in that condition, what happened, ma? In the expiration time, the sound should be the air carbon dioxide release comes release from pharynx to, that means larynx to pharynx to nasal cavity. In that condition, the sound should be raised. Okay, in that type of that air should be controlling and to give something mimicry sounds. Okay, that is important about what happened, ma? Lung first lung part that is larynx. Now this larynx which is open into the larynx which is open into okay tube-like structure, the tube-like structure, okay, that is called what? Okay, that is a pipe-like structure is called trachea. What ma? Trachea. Very important. Trachea. Okay, this trachea, what? So the larynx which is open to trachea, the trachea is called, this trachea is called what happened, ma? The trachea is called the windpipe. What ma? Windpipe is called trachea. The tube-like structure, the part is called windpipe. This trachea, which is a very important thing, the trachea which contains, which made up of inner side, which is made up of, which contains C-shaped rings are there. C-shaped rings are there. That rings is called what happened, ma? So that is C-shaped rings also, which are made up of cartilage. Right? So windpipe, which is made up of, which contains C-shaped rings. The C-shaped rings also, which contains cartilage, right? Very important thing. So, and that where the C rings are there, that's why always which is contraction and expansion. That means elastic nature of this windpipe. The trachea is always elastic nature. It is like compression and expansion. Compression and expansion will be responsible for whether breathing's time. Okay, so that is elastic nature of cartilage trachea is present. Now, next one. Okay, this trachea very important. The trachea, see, the trachea which is split. The trachea which is split into what happened branches. Okay, the split into branches, that is called this very important thing. See, split into primary branches. Now I am going to drawing this is trachea. This is lungs, ma. This is lungs are there. Okay, so okay, very important thing. Okay, the lung, that means you know very well. The trachea which is split into branches, trachea which is split into branches. So that is whatever ma primary branches. It is called what ma primary branches. Primary branches are there. Primary branches, right? So this is important. The primary branches which is split into this primary branches split into one more branch. That is called secondary branches. Secondary branches. Okay. And these secondary branches again split into like one more branch, that is called whatever tertiary branches. Tertiary branches. The tertiary branches which is open into what ma? Which is open into bronchiole. What ma? Bronchiole. Bronchiole. So in this bronchiole, what happened ma? So this tertiary branch which is open into what happened ma? So bronchiole, the bronchiole which contains what happened ma? This bronchiole which is contains, okay, the capillaries, blood capillaries are present. That is called what happened ma? Alveoli. What ma? Alveoli. So it is also called what beta? Alveoli. So this alveoli is also called what happened ma? Structurally, functionally unit of lungs. Structurally, functionally unit of lungs is called alveoli. Okay, so this is a respiratory tract. Okay, first one, external nostrils, nasal cavity, pharynx and larynx, trachea, bronchus, primary bronchus, secondary bronchus, tertiary bronchus, bronchiole, alveoli is there. So now I would like to give lungs, very important thing, lung spots. What are the lung spots there in this tract? Okay, for example, now you must be titled lungs. So the study of lungs is called pulmonology. What ma? Study of lungs is called pulmonology. Pulmonology. Okay now. So that is very important thing. Okay. So study of lungs is called pulmonology. So, and pleurology also. Pleurology. How many lungs are there? Number one, number two. Two lungs are there in the human being. The man which contains two lungs are there. Okay. So that means how many parts? Right part and left part. Right part and left part. Right part, okay na, right part, a very important thing. Right part which contains three lobes are there. Right part which contains three lobes are there. Number one, that is anterior lobe. Number two, middle lobe. Number three, anterior lobe. Posterior lobe. Okay, right part which contains how many lobes? Three lobes are there. Anterior, middle one, and posterior lobes are there. Right part. And the second lung part, that means left lung part which contains two lobes are there. That is what happened? Anterior and posterior. Anterior left lobe, posterior left lobe also there. Totally very important thing. Okay na. So how many lobes are there? So in this, I would like to see. This is what ma? This is larynx. Okay. This is larynx. This is trachea. Trachea is split. Trachea is split into like that. Okay. These lung spot, how many lung spot ma? Totally three lobes are there. Left to right part which contains three lobes. Left part which contains how many lobes ma? Two lobes are there. Okay. So number one, see, anterior lobe, middle lobe, posterior lobe. Here left part, this is a right lung, this is a left lung. So this is what happened ma? See, anterior left lobe, this is that means posterior left lobe. Totally three parts, the lungs, two lungs are there. Okay. And what is this? This is called larynx. This is called what ma? Larynx. And this is called what beta? This is called trachea. This is called trachea. Already told you. So the trachea which contains, that means what ma? The trachea, beside of the trachea which contains, beside of the trachea which contains what ma? So thyroid gland is present. Thyroid gland is present. Thyroid gland is present, right? So very important. Time is over na. Okay, 5 minutes I conclude. Okay, na 5 minutes I conclude ba. So this is the thyroid gland. And now what happened ma? Lungs. So lungs, two lungs are there, left lung, right lung, and lungs which are covered by one membrane is there. The lungs which are covered by membrane is there. That membrane is called, lungs which is covered by membrane is there. That membrane is called what ma? Pleura. That membrane is called pleura. Pleura. Okay. This pleura which is filled with the pleura which is filled with the pleura which is filled with okay, that means a fluid is there, that is called pulmonary fluid. That is called what ma? Pulmonary fluid is there. The pleura which is filled with fluid is there, that is called pulmonary fluid, right? Very important. And one more important thing, in the between the lungs one space is present. Between the lungs one space is present, that is called mediastinum. That is called mediastinum. Very important thing. So between the two lungs part, one space is there, that is called mediastinum. Mediastinum. So in this mediastinum, so what happened ma? The heart is present. In this mediastinum what ma? Heart is present. You must be remembering that. Okay. Now, so The heart which is present in the left side, that's why left lung which is small in size. Why the left lung is small in size? Because of here heart is 1/3 position of heart which is present in the mediastinum. That's why left lung is which is in a small in size. Very important thing. Right. Now coming to the point, what happened, ma? For example, this lung which is present in which cavity? The lung which is present in the cavity is called, that is called thoracic cavity. Which cavity, ma? Thoracic cavity. The lung which is present here in this cavity. That's why it's called thoracic cavity. Okay, that is very important. The lungs are protected in ventral side, that is pelvic ribs are there and sternum is present. Ribs are there and sternum is present. In the dorsal side, here spinal vertebral column is present. That is a protection of lungs parts. Now, one more important thing. So, in the lungs, okay, in the lungs, what happened, ma? So many alveoli are present. So many alveoli are present, like capillaries are there, blood capillaries are there in this. The structurally, functionally unit of lungs is called alveoli. The structurally, functionally unit of lungs is called what, ma? Alveoli. This is very, very important. How many alveoli are there? Nearly 700. How much, ma? 700 millions. 700 millions of alveoli are present in the what happened, ma? Lungs. Very, very important. The lungs are these alveoli which contains blood capillaries. In these blood capillaries, the blood is which is purified. Deoxygenated blood to converts into deoxygenated blood to purified into oxygenated blood in this alveoli. So this is important about what happened, ma? Lungs. Okay, na? We are inspiring and expiring what happened, ma? So inspiring very important thing. The hair should be enters into external nostrils, nasal cavity, internal nostrils, pharynx, larynx, trachea, and primary, secondary, tertiary bronchi, and alveoli also there. Alveoli also there. Okay, na? And then expiration, what happened, ma? Alveoli, bronchiole, primary, tertiary, secondary, primary, and trachea, larynx, pharynx, and internal nostrils, nasal cavity, okay, external nostrils, okay, which is the air should be comes outside. This is the important about what happened, ma? Completely. So human being a respiratory tract. Okay, tomorrow we'll going to a respiratory mechanism, how the respiration mechanism is there, what is a transport of gases, oxygen, dioxide, what is Bohr effect. Okay, tomorrow we'll discussing about. Thank you very much for your giving this wonderful time and this nearly 40 to 15 minutes. Thank you. I respect your time. Okay. Thank you, my dear legendary students. So this is Krishna, HOD of Zoology, Sri Vasavi Degree College, signing out.